go to Texas. But this is probably as race as we've seen her since Texas.
Oh, and here comes
a car upside down, flying upside down, and that's Franchitti. 3, 4, 5 cars involved.
Franchitti, Weldon, Dixon, and Schechter, and it looked like that touching route.
Not sure who that was. Franchitti's car is upside down, but look, there is Dixon as well.
He got hit in the head.
So Franchitti, we also see that's Hornish.
So a terrible accident. Looked like almost the same thing that happened between Castroneves and Miraz. They just kind of got sucked together going down that back straightaway.
You see Hornish climbing out of his car. You see Dixon climbing out of his car. And you see one of the emergency crew members motioning for some others to get over there. They need to roll the car back over. They want to stabilize him first if there is an injury, which makes it very difficult when the car is upside down. And there you see the number 2 car of Schechter waiting for a report. Now, race control, Larry, is saying, I don't want to be premature, that Dario's okay, which is phenomenal if there are no injuries to Dario.
Wow.
Hornish is over there. Look at Hornish trying to help out.
Yeah, he's helping them lower the car down. And
look at this. Look at this. Look at the movement in the cockpit. Is that phenomenal, Larry? I mean, let's take a deep breath, because anytime you see something like that, it's just amazing how strong these cars are.
And you can see his crew guys standing there applauding as they saw him.
Dixon is coming over. Weldon's coming over to make sure he's okay. Look at the dirt on top of his helmet. Look at the helmet all scuffed up. There's Dixon over there to make sure he's okay.
Yeah, he just went up.
There's Hornish.
Went up and had a look, turned around and walked off. So just to make sure everything was okay.
Incredible, Larry. Incredible.
Wow, he was very high on the racetrack. There's Weldon, also involved in that. He and Dick Franchitti got together, and I'm sure.
Well, they're the Ganassi teammates walking together. They'll probably all have to go to the infield care center, just that mandatory checkup.
Yeah.
Hornish is involved. Franchitti is involved. Schechter had damage on his car.
Yeah, there, Ed Carpenter.
Carpenter was involved. Foyt was involved.
Wow. Yeah, Schechter was definitely involved in it, as well as those 5 we have up there, or 6 that we have up there, because he was in the pit area with damage on his car. So back with the right front of Weldon, and once that happened, all bets were off. Nobody behind them had any kind of a chance to miss those speeds. Let's take a look again, and you can see they're going down the back straightaway. And well, you can't tell exactly whether he moved down or whether it was pretty much what we saw before. Right here's where he was really lucky. That car turned over just in time, because if Dixon had run into him when he was completely upside down, this could have been a much worse accident.
The car hit and started to get airborne again as Dixon got into him.
Right, just it turned just.
Now watch the Dixon car come into your frame here. Watch this next red car come into your frame. The car lands upside down, starts to move back up when he gets clipped.
Yeah. If he had stayed upside down on the racetrack, that could have been a much more serious incident for him.
Foyt got into him.
Yeah, then Foyt got in. But everybody behind there was just a victim of circumstances at that point. You can see Schechter hard on his brakes. But Dixon came around him. They got together. And it was just a free-for-all at that point. There was nothing anybody could do once the contact was made down the back straightaway.
You know, Larry, it is so rare anymore in modern IndyCar racing to have a car upside down. And this is the 3rd time we've seen a driver upside down this season.
Yeah, it's been unbelievable, really, that we've had this much of a problem. But
Eddie Carpenter also got involved.
Let's see if we can see. You know, that's again. They just were running so close. It appeared that Dario came down ever so slightly, but you know, Weldon might have moved up slightly too. From that angle, it was just very difficult to tell exactly what happened. Wow.
Well, you realize now on this restart, Larry, we're only going to have 7 guys in this race.
Guys and gals.
And gals, I'm sorry, yeah, gals.
And let's take a look here from a little different angle. See, from that angle.
Oh, Patrick, what a view she had.
Yeah, she was very
looked
lucky.
off to her left and saw the car go up.
Yeah, she was on the outside. Very fortunate to be out there far enough she didn't get in that. Everybody was down lower on the racetrack.